Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, I'm here in the heart of Middletown at Jimmy John's Sandwich Shop. As you all know, I generally don't do chain restaurants, but in this case, I feel I must because their Gargantua sub sandwich is probably the biggest and possibly the best in Louisville. Y'all have seen in past videos, I've done competitions between Publix against Jersey Mike's and Subway and Substation 2 against Publix. I've done like 2 or 3 other videos, but on Jay and Ryan's YouTube channel, Keep It Cool with Sheets, a couple of months ago, they were just getting started and they did a Jimmy John's video and I weighed the sandwich and did all this and I got the Gargantua, of course, and it turns out that that day it was the best bang for buck sub in Louisville. It even beat Publix. Publix had beaten the other competitors in my other videos, but I felt like I owed it to everybody, especially my heavyweight friends, to show you all where you can get the real like hero sandwich, big, huge 16-inch. All right, I got to give some thank you shout outs before we get going. Jim Kolka just donated another $10 to the channel. Philip Rogers just donated an additional sawbuck, $10. And of course, Bill North, faithful and true, he sent me another $25. And of course, I dug out some pictures that he had sent. And I'm hoping that Emily from the Lulu on Market Review sees this picture because she might just be interested in Bill. Anyway, good guy, Bill North. I appreciate everything you've done. Also, the algorithm in YouTube is kind of messed up right now on my channel. So try this little something that Bill told me to do. Unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I need everybody to do that to see if it kind of changes things up. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to do the price per pound, the measurements, the weight, everything. And of course, the taste. All right, enough of the gum flapping and the chin music. I'm going to head on in. All right, you come in, you go up to the counter, you got the menu board, real simple operation. You place your order, at least they call out your name. But I do like these subs, especially like a spicy East Coast Italian. You know, I'm all about those New York subs. But anyway, got some nice booths here. This place is a lot bigger than what I thought. I'd never been here before. All these years that I've lived in Middletown, never eaten here. It just keeps going further and further on back. Fountain Cokes, just like I like. As a matter of fact, I had needed a Jimmy John's since Jay and Ryan did their video. I had not eaten Jimmy John's since my wife was having our twin daughters in the hospital. And I had a Jimmy John's sandwich delivered. Okay. So we are going to weigh this before I get into it, just so I can show you the price per pound. That weighs 2.2 pounds, or 2 pounds and 1/5. So I'll figure that math up in a minute. I wasn't much of a math genius, so it's going to take me a minute. So now a word from my sponsor.
Shop secondhand first with Peddler's Mall.
New products are added daily by our vendors. Vintage, antiques, uniques, furniture, clothing, collectibles, crafts, gifts, oddities, home decor, and more.
Hundreds of vendors in every location. You never know what you will find.
Interested in becoming a vendor? Contact us today.
18 locations across Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia.
Open 7 days a week.
Okay. It would usually come cut in half, but I requested that They just leave it whole as is. This is a 16-inch sub, which you can get. Jersey Mike has a 16-inch, but it doesn't come with near the meat. Because if I'll look at the comparison of the weight of that when I get home, but this outweighed all of them. So you're not basically getting a big bread sandwich. You're getting a sandwich with a lot of meat, provolone cheese, the lettuce, tomato, onion, and you get the vinaigrette with oregano. So, and of course it comes with salami, capicola, turkey, and roast beef. So it's fully loaded. 2 1/5 pound, as a matter of fact. So let me just go ahead and start in. Man, I'm gonna have to manhandle this thing Viking style. Just start right off the bat with a quadruple. Wash it down with a little diet. If you get the sandwich by itself, it's only $17.99, which of course I know you're all saying, $17.99? You can get a Subway for $10.99. Of course, Subway has like 1/4 of the meat. And I got the jalapeno chips, of course. And as you know, I come showered in grace. What I'm going to do on this is just put the sauce on the paper. And I just do a little grace dip action. This is awesome, as is, but y'all know I like the spice. So I'm gonna see if I can go up here and get a cup of jalapeno. As you know, gotta have the heat. And that's not just jalapeno, that's like a pickled, like kind of like a jardinera. Let me see what all this is in here. This is more than just jalapeno. No, it is jalapeno, just different kinds. Sweet. Sweet and hot. Let me show you all those fixings again. See, now it's got the jalapeno on there. Now it's perfect. Little grace dip. And by the way, one thing I didn't remember about Jimmy John's being so good was the time that I got it in the hospital. It just came like on a round piece of bread, but their subs are made on French bread, and it's really good. Here we go. Dip. I can't remember, but that could have just been my first quintuple move. I do quads every now and then, but very rarely do I do a quintuple. But as I told you when I first started on the sandwich, I'm getting aggressive and manhandling it because I didn't have them cut it in half. So when you got that full 16 inches, You got to be aggressive. I'm at the halfway mark. So if anybody's in doubt that I'm going to eat this, I'm just going to let the camera roll from this point to where you know I didn't go hiding the sandwich somewhere fronting like I ate the whole thing, and I really didn't. So we're just going to let this roll in fast motion, and y'all can just watch. All right, down to the last couple bites here. A few more chips. When I come back, I'm going to cipher up my calculations, and I'll give you my final thoughts and findings at the end. All right, my calculations this time are just a little different than the previous video with Ryan and Jay on Keep It Cool with Sheets. That sandwich weighed 2 4/10 pounds. This one weighed 2 pounds and 1/5 pounds. So it's a little lighter, but there's one thing I miscalculated earlier. I said that it was a 16-inch sub. It's an 18-inch sub. So it is longer than what I said. And the price per pound on my sub today came up to be $7.99 a pound, which is 50 cents a pound more expensive than Publix, but it still beats Jersey Mike's, Subway, and all the others. So it's still a great value. The quality's good. You're not getting a whole bunch of bread. Their French bread bun is not real fat. So you're getting mostly meat, cheese, and fixings. And that's what I like right here in the heart of Middletown. I have a small correction to make. The day that we did the video with Jay and Ryan at my house, my Jimmy John sub weighed 2 pounds and 6 ounces, but that had the jalapenos already on it, extra jalapenos. Well, this time I weighed it before I put the 2-ounce cup of jalapeno on it. So instead of 2 pounds and 3 ounces, it actually came out 2 pounds, 5 ounces, which is a total of $7.72 a pound. Still gets beat by Publix by 23 cents per pound. And I'm gonna go ahead and give the nod to the sub here at Jimmy John's. That bread is really good. And there's nothing like having an 18-inch sub to manhandle. So with that, y'all don't know nothing about this Jimmy John's Gargantua sub.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.